Welcome to 1000 Days Sober. My name is Davy. I am not an alcoholic. I refuse to be anonymous. I am someone that doesn't drink alcohol. I spend every waking moment of my life helping other people do the same. Like right now. Okay, I want you to do a quick exercise for me, okay? So, I want you to rub your hands very, very fast. Like this. Okay? Okay, you done that? Now I want you to gently caress your hands like this. Okay. So, which one felt nicer? Which one felt more tingly? Was it this or was it this? And the reason I'm doing that is because when we drink alcohol and when we are considering being someone that doesn't drink alcohol, there's a fight that goes on in our brain between ourselves and what I call resistance. Or you might refer to it as ego, okay? But we call it resistance at 1000 Days Sober. And resistance's role when you're trying to be someone that doesn't drink alcohol is to sabotage all efforts to get to that nirvana, right? And it has a numerous number of tools and tricks to do that. And one of them is storytelling, justification, denial, but all comes out in our storytelling, right? And there's one aspect of storytelling that is linked to alcoholism, as I define it as an invisible, violent and dominant belief system, which is this. Sex when you're drunk is magnificent. It's fucking amazing. It's another level. And when I stop drinking alcohol, my sex life doesn't exist. There is no intimacy. I'm afraid it's just not the same. But when I'm drunk, it is crazy. I'm a sexual Tyrannosaurus Rex. And the reason I told you to do this instead of doing this is because if you're a man, for example, the likelihood is when you are slammed and you step into that sexual Tyrannosaurus, then you're going to be going at it like this. You're going to be a little bit too fast, brother. A little bit too rough, brother. You're not really going to be compos mentis. Mentis compos. You know what the word is. I don't know what it is right now, right? Who cares what the word is? We're talking about shagging. We're talking about sex. We're talking about fucking, right? This is not what the woman wants. The woman wants you to caress her and to touch her and to make her feel like she's ready to explode. And you cannot do that when you're drunk. And here's a question to you. How can you tell me that sex is magnificent or you had like really good sex last night when you can't even remember it? Because once you start drinking alcohol to the degree where you start to kind of like kind of black out, right? You don't really know what's going on. How can you remember how wonderful the sex was, right? You can't really remember it, can you? Most of the time, you don't even know if you've had sex or not, right? If you had drinking alcohol to the degree where you end up on 1000 Days Sober, right? So you know what I'm talking about. And you're the people I'm talking about. The ones who want to help, the ones who are having that ambivalence. You're my audience right now, okay? Stop telling yourself that sex is fantastic with alcohol and it is terrible without alcohol, because that is not true. It is a story, because you can't even remember the experience, so how can you say that it was fantastic? Where is the respect when you're having sex? Where is the respect? Most men out there, when they're having sex, when they're drunk, let me tell you what will be happening. You will be turning into a porn star. You will be remembering the last time you jacked off to watching YouTube or something, and you will be thinking about that. You will be all consumed. You will be self-centered. You will be selfish in your lovemaking. You will just want to get at it and have an orgasm as quickly as you can, right? It will be different. You will not be present there for the woman or the man that you're with at all. You will not be making it about them. You will be making it about you, okay? There is something not quite right with that, especially if you want to have an intimate, connected relationship, or you want to respect the person that you're just having a one-night stand with, right? Or you want to respect the person who you just started at the cusp of a relationship with, right? This is what it's all about. And when you stop drinking alcohol, is it going to be the same? No, it's going to be uncomfortable, but that is okay. And this is a good sign. It allows us to be able to get to know our bodies again, to get to know our bodies maybe for the first time, to do work with the experts out there that allow us to touch ourselves, to please ourselves, to know and understand what we like, and to develop that relationship with our sexual partner where we can communicate what it is that we like, and we can communicate what we don't like, and we can communicate what sex and intimacy means to us. You're not going to be having those conversations when you're addicted to alcohol, because you're going to be closed in. You're not going to feel confident, and your relationship won't have the trust and security and the respect that it needs to have those conversations, right? So you've got to think to yourselves, hang on a minute, if I stop drinking alcohol, this is a wonderful opportunity. It is a wonderful opportunity for me to have the most beautiful, the most loving, connected sex that we can have. And you can still be an animal when you haven't had a drink. But the thing about being an animal when you haven't had a drink is you can do it respectfully within boundaries. Within boundaries, because you're both compos mentis. There you are. I remembered the word. Okay? So, please, 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 when you turn around and say that sex when you were drinking alcohol was the bomb, and sex now that you're not drinking alcohol is not the bomb, you need to realize that you're telling yourself a story and you're being safe. You're not allowing yourself to take a risk. You're not allowing yourself to feel the fear and do it anyway. To step into this power and to learn and to educate yourself about how to have a beautiful, intimate, loving relationship with your partner, which is very sexually active, right? Doing that work, and it is so essential if you want to build a connected relationship with your partner. Doing that work is best done when you are sober, not when you've had a drink. I hope that helps. Leave a message down below if you have anything at all that you want to comment on that. Okay? Cheers. Thanks for listening.